Okay, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you all so much for staying back. Today we will see our day 4. We finished 1, 2, and 3 with everybody's blessings, and we will do day 4 today. Just give it. I think we have about 20 minutes. Okay. So day 4, we are going from Mathura. Yesterday we were at Mathura. We have seen all the ghats and we ended at Bhuteshwar Mahadev. So from there today we are heading towards Madhuvan. So we'll just take blessings of Srimati Radharani, Sri Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Vrinda Devi, Srila Prabhupada, and all the Guru Parampara. So they're walking, they're taking us. We are just following them. And blessings of all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis present on the call, so that we'll be able to do our parikrama with a good, humble mood. So we'll start. So this is our route map. This is Bhuteshwar Mahadev. So this is we come like this. We are walking, and then we enter this. Actually, Madhuvan's name today is Maholi Gram, Maholi village. So when we enter Maholi village, that is where is Madhuvan starting. So we have a few important places that we'll be visiting is Dhruva Tila, Lavanasur's cave, and there is Krishna Kund. So we know yesterday when we were seeing Dhruva Maharaj, Narada Muni, he got instructions from Narada Muni to go to Madhuvan, right? So he'll be coming here to do his tapasya, his meditation at Dhruva Tila. We will start. So actually now we are entering Madhuvan. As you all know, there are 12 forests of Vrindavan. So Vrindavan is also one forest, but apart from that, there are 11 more. So till now we were in Vrindavan only. First day we were in Vrindavan, then we were going to Mathura. Yesterday we saw Mathura, and now we are entering. So there are 5 on the eastern side: Bhadravan, Bilvavan, Lohavan, Bandirvan, Mahavan. And on the western side of Yamuna, Madhuvan, Talavan, Kumudavan, Bahulavan, Kamyavan, Kadiravan, and Vrindavan. So we have seen Vrindavan. Of course, we didn't see the 7 temples of Vrindavan, but yeah, we have seen Vrindavan. Now we are going to Madhuvan. And apart from this, we also have small upa forests, like small subdivisions, but the main are these 12 forests. So Dhruva Tila, we will it's a very most of us know the pastime of why Dhruva has to come here. So Dhruva's father was the son of Swayambhuva Manu. And actually, I think Kanpur, yeah, today's Kanpur, there is this place, I wrote it because I didn't want to forget. Yeah, so Swayambhu Manu has his kingdom in Mahishmati. This is around today's Kanpur. Like IIT Kanpur is also there. So that I think Kanpur is there. In Uttar Pradesh, actually, Kanpur, and it is also called as Bitur. If you go to Bitur, the main thing they will talk about is the Brahmavarta Ghat. There is a very famous ghat, and they say that Brahma has hammered. So this is the center of the universe. Brahma has actually hammered universe here. So they say this is the center of the universe, and so it's in this place, Madhuvan. As you are entering, we will see. So in this Brahmavarta place, it's called Brahmavarta or Bitur, Kanpur, in and around all these areas where Swayambhu Manu's kingdom was there. And he had 2 sons, Priyavarta and Uttanapada. And Uttanapada, we know he has 2 wives, and then Suniti, and Suniti's son was Dhruva Maharaj. Surichi's son was Uttama. And we know when Dhruva Maharaj also wanted to sit on his father's lap, how he was treated. He was feeling bad. Okay, my mom, like Surichi is not my mom. And Surichi says, if you have to sit on your father's lap, you have to be born from my womb. And he was very much, 5-year-old boy, so deeply pained. He was thinking his father, generally in our home also, when mother is strict, father takes the side of the child. And when the father is strict, the mother takes the side of the child. But when nobody is taking side, then where will the kid go? So he was deeply hurted, and then he runs to his mom Suniti, and Suniti says, whatever problem you have, we have to approach. Only Lord Vishnu can give a solution. Then she had deep faith. She showed the good and correct path to her child. And then Dhruva, without second thought, he just went to the forest. And then Narada Muni comes, and Narada Muni does a test, and Dhruva Maharaj passed. he will say, no, 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 no. And not only my father's, not my father's throne, not his father's throne, Manu, not even his father's, Manu's father's throne, Brahma. I want even a bigger throne than that, bigger kingdom. So Narada Muni gives instructions, please go and he will say how to worship, whom to worship. So he will come to this Dhruva Tila on a small, he'll take bath in Yamuna, sit on top of that hill, and then he will start doing his meditation for 6 months. We know like every month he changed, like the austerities have been increasing. He ate for every 6 days and drank water for every 9 days, and like that. Finally, we know how Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayan appears and gives him darshan, and Dhruva Maharaj says, I don't want anything. But then Vishnu says, no, 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 you have to go back, and for 36,000 years, if I'm not wrong, he will say, just rule, and then I will give you the pole star. You can stay there. So we know that, right? So that pastime we are not getting in, but this is the place where this we'll see the videos are there. So this is how we enter, and this is the Dhruva Narayana's temple, DT. This is the DT. And the best part and the very interesting part about Madhuvan is Lord appeared on all the 4 yugas here. So Dhruva Maharaj pastime in Satya Yuga, then Treta Yuga also, of course Shatrughna came, but they're all expansions of Lord Ram. So Treta Yuga he came, Dwapar Yuga Krishna himself comes, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came in Kali Yuga. So this is basically a very, like from the first Yuga, all the pastimes are happening in Madhuvan, Mahali village. So this is the Tila. And now we'll come to Treta Yuga. So Treta Yuga, how did Lord come? Actually, yes, Madhu is a demon. That's how even he was around, like he was ruling in around Mathura, Madhuvan. So this area he occupied, and he named even Mathura as Madhupuri. So I was hearing sometime in a lecture, they said like demons, they want everything on their name. So he named as Madhupuri. If it was devotees, they want everything to be on the Lord's name. Yeah, so Krishna's name, and so Madhupuri, he named as named after him as Madhupuri, and this demon was ruling in like around Mathura. He was in this place, and then he was a great worshipper of Lord Shiva. So he did a lot of austerities, and then Lord Shiva comes and he gives his Trishul. And he will say, this demon actually will ask, like, as long as this Trishul is there, can I be immortal? And then Shiva says, but he says this Trishul is not going to be with you for a long time. It will come back to me, but because you will lose, like, you will give it to Devatas and they will come and give it to me. But as long as you have it, nobody can harm you. So he says that. And then Madhu, he was there finally. Lord Vishnu, because the demigods and there's a lot of havoc he's creating, so they approach, and Lord Vishnu takes charge and he will kill him. So Madhu is killed. That's why this place is also called as Madhuvan. One reason is Madhuvan. And then, so now what happens? Very interesting, very beautiful pastime. So this demon Madhu will give the Trishul to his son Lavanasur. So Lavanasur is like much demoniac, like more bad than Madhu demon. So what was this Lavanasur doing? He was disturbing all the yagyas. He was killing everybody. So nobody was happy. Then they came to know that Lord Ram, I forgot the name of Rishi. It starts with C. I don't know, I forgot the name, I'm sorry. So there was one Rishi, he comes to know that Lord Ram finished his Vanavas, he came back to Ayodhya, so he will go and he will approach Lord Ram. And then Shatrughna was also there, so Lord Ram will receive him very nicely, and then he will say, without even hearing why the Rishi has come, the sage had come, he will say, tell me why you came, I will fulfill anything that you have asked. And then he will explain the problem with this demon, and Shatrughna will be there. And immediately Shatrughna will say, oh, this is just a petty small problem. I can solve it. I will come. And then he will realize, oh, I spoke in front of my brother, Lord Ram. And then he will say, no, I'm so sorry. I spoke in front of you. You please go, brother. You please go, Lord Ram, he will say. But Lord Ram says, no, you didn't talk anything wrong. What you said is correct. You can go. You can go and take care of it. So Shatrughna will start going along with the army. And on the way when he's going, he passes this Bitur. And this Bitur is the place where Valmiki Rishi had his ashram. And by this time, Sita was also sent to the forest, and she was staying in this Valmiki Muni's forest. And that was the day when she gave birth to Lava and Kusha. Actually, I heard it 2 years ago. This past time, Deenabandhu Prabhu from Vrindavan, he was explaining. So he passes, actually, he understands that Mother Sita has given birth to Lava and Kusha, and Shatrugna didn't want to show himself because he didn't want to make Mother Sita feel bad. So he will just circumambulate the ashram, showing respects to Sita, and he will leave that place. And actually, before this, what happens, the king of Mandata, I think he's Manduka, King Manduka. So he was conquering everybody. Then he will go to heavenly planets, and he will challenge Indra. And Indra says, you go and defeat Lavanasur. If you can do that, then we will fight. So he will come to fight with Lavanasur, and then he will lose his life. Lavanasur will kill him. So from then, nobody dared to touch Lavanasur, but now Shatrugna is coming. And when Shatrugna is coming, and even the Rishi mentions about the Trishul that Lavanasur have. And then Shatrugna was very cautious. So what happens, he was observing what Lavanasur would be doing. And one day morning, for Lavanasur's breakfast, he was coming with crocodiles, wild boars, tigers on his shoulder. He was bringing them. And while he was walking, what happens? Shatrugna will throw a challenge. Come, let's fight. But then Lavanasur will say, wait, because he didn't have his Trishul also. So he will say, wait. How can I fight now? I have to, drop them down. Then, but, when Shatrugna intelligently tries to humiliate, or he will say, he will try to trigger him, ignite that challenge spirit in Lavanasura. And then now Lavanasura is like, you think I can't fight? Wait, I'm coming. And then he will put all the animals down, and then he will throw his boulders, then arrows. There's a big fight. And even Shatrugna will faint and fall down. And all the demigods were like, oh, alas, what is happening? Then finally Shatrugna again will get up, he will fight. And before even Lavanasur gets his Trishul, Shatrugna manages to kill him. So Lavanasur, that way he's killed in this very place called Madhuvan. That's why we find there is no deity of Shatrugna found anywhere, but we can find Shatrugna's deity along with his wife Shrutakirti in this Madhuvan. We'll see that also. So that was this is the Lavanasur's cave. He used to stay here. And now in Dwapar Yuga, we'll come to how Krishna was here in Madhuvan. So Krishna used to do his Gocharan Leela, every day coming with cows. So when Krishna came with all his thousands of cows and the cowherd boys, they all were thirsty. And then Krishna uses his flute for many times in Vrindavan to dig wells. So this is one, with his flute, he'll take out and then dig a well, and the sweet water. And His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj also explained in one of his lectures that this Madhuvan is full of beautiful trees. And there is the honey bees are also there, very sweet honey. That's one more reason why this is called as Madhuvan. Madhu is honey. So Krishna in this place, Krishna, just like how cows drink, so with his mouth he touched this water and he drank the water like a cow, just bending and putting his mouth. So very, very we can imagine how merciful this kund will be now if we can go and just touch it, see it. How much blessings can we receive because Krishna touched this water with his own mouth. And so Krishna would, that's about this Krishna Kund. So Krishna would come here every day, bring his cows to Madhuvan. And in Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu also visited this place. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got so ecstatic on this bank of Krishna Kund. There is actually his picture also we can see when we are seeing video. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here, they put a picture of him with his footprints. So, and here the speciality is this Davji temple around Krishna Kund, very close by all of them are. So some might ask, even my son was seeing and saying, this is Krishna, not Balaram, because black in color. What happened when Krishna and Balaram, they left Vrindavan, the gopis and everybody was very sad. Krishna promised he'll come back, but he didn't come. But one time he will come. We will see in the future. Parikrama, we'll see one time he had to come. So he didn't come. They're all feeling sad. So Balaram thinks, okay, Krishna cannot go. At least I will go. I will go and, console them. So when he goes, he sees the love of Rajavasis and remembering Krishna, all the pastimes. He goes into that mood of Krishna, and then he gets the color. Like how we saw in Imli Tal, Krishna was thinking about Radharani got golden complexion. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so much engrossed about the thoughts of Krishna, and he took the sham color. So like that, Balaramji here, instead of being like his white complexion, he got so absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna that he took the complexion of Krishna. So that's why in Vrindavan, most of the Balaram deities would be a blackish color because he's absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna. So this is the Dauji temple and Shatrughna. So Shatrughna and his wife Shrutakirti. So that's about day 4. So we will see videos. We have 3-4 videos we'll see, and then tomorrow we'll see day 5.
Thank you.